Hello my nephews and nieces, it's your Uncle Kyle here. Today we are talking about what is the best and most useful gadget in Batman Arkham Knight. I won't be talking about all of the gadgets today because some of them don't really have much to talk about, so I'll be talking about the most useful ones, and then around the end of the video I'll tell you what my personal choice of the best gadget is. Simply, we must start off with a classic Batarang. Now, the Batarang is as simple as you get, really. Just throw it, it can hit people. It's the most simple Batman weapon of all time. And when you think of Batman, you think of a Batarang. And what I also love about the Batarang is that in stealth sections or predator sections, you can use the Batarang to knock guys off ledges. You can use it to knock them off stairs, have them tumbling around. And I just love the whole thought process, the whole thing about Batman being this entity, if you know what I mean. Like these Batarangs, let's be honest here, these guys can't see those Batarangs coming. In those helmets, they can't see shit. They're like stormtroopers, isn't it? If like you're with your friends or you're with your fellow soldiers and one of your friends just get absolutely knocked in the back, gets absolutely sent flying and get knocked out. I don't know how they don't die some of the times, but still, like they just get knocked out. You would think some ghost shit is going on here, and that's what I love. Some of the stuff I love about Batman, he's so creative with these gadgets. He makes people think he has powers. He makes people think that just being in his presence, being in the same building as him, is making the whole world crumble down on them. And that's where the goddamn fear comes from. I goddamn love it. And Batarangs can be so useful, and the fact that they're so simple and they're just, well, they come in an infinite amount. I just think that you really cannot say that these aren't one of the best. Added on to that point, I also tend to use the Batarangs in when it comes to scouring the area. Like sometimes when there's a disruptor, there's a guy with a disruptor, and I can't use a detective mode, then maybe I might use, and I can't see very well, in maps like the police station one with Nightwing in the Nightwing DLC, I tend to throw a Batarang and then it goes round and I look around at what's happening inside. Because, well, specifically that level, you need to know what's happening inside. That is the hardest predator section in the entire game. I have a very love-hate relationship with Disruptor because it kind of has the opposite problems that the Batarang does. The Batarang is infinite and the Disruptor is very much not infinite. I believe in the entire game, the Disruptor is like the only weapon or gadget that takes that long. It takes a very long time just to like get one back. But it still can be very goddamn useful. There is so many things you can tag with a Disruptor. You can tag mines, you can tag proximity mines, you can tag the medic bags, so like they will get electrocuted. You could tag the disruptors, man. It's kind of endless what you can tag, and I really goddamn like that. The sabotage, I do think that maybe there's just a little less, a little too little of the disruptor shots that you can possibly use, like 4 at a time before it takes long to just get one back. Maybe there should be 5. I would say 5 will be a good one, because come on now, or at least lower the amount of time it takes to get that back. I mean, the game is going for, let's be honest here, Arkham Knight is going for a extremely overpowered Batman, and no criminal in Gotham can even come close to his just level of just prep time in Arkham Knight. So why not just have that little bit more of that power of the Disruptor working a little bit faster? Because it can be quite jarring when you only have one left and you can see multiple things to tag, especially when you're doing like a challenge map like the Endless Night, which I tend to do a lot of the time, and there are just infinite amounts of proximity mines which could be used to just tag it, and then just like all of them there just go boom. I love tagging a proximity mine. It's probably my favorite thing to tag in this game, because it doesn't matter how many people is around the proximity mine. When you tag it, it goes boom, of course, and it takes all of them out. It's not like the explosive gel where like it only takes one out and then it's pretty much useless for the rest of the goddamn level, or every goddamn dude, because they either see it and shoot it, or like if there's 2 in that time, it only takes out 1. Like, so, and I just think that's kind of they kind of get rid of the whole point of explosive gel, and they kind of nerf that to hell, and I kind of hate that. I don't think you guys would possibly even imagine me talking about this over the other gadgets in this game, but I like smoke pellets quite a lot, actually. I think they're really good for like role playing, and what I mean by role playing is that like you can imagine you're just an absolute ghost, like I said before. Like, you know how Batman in like different types of media, and especially in the Arkham series, especially if you played the Suicide Squad, he does tend to just appear in clouds of smoke and disappear in clouds of smoke. And obviously the smoke pellet is very good for that. You could, of course, the main thing that the game teaches you how to use it for is when you're seen, and then you throw it down, and then it's an 100% chance escape unless you run into the barrel of a gun. But, you know, 99.9% of the chance if you throw a smoke pellet down, you're going to escape. But my personal favorite thing to do with a smoke pellet is using it while I do my fear takedowns, or especially in a large group of people, which is something I only started really doing recently, but I found it to be really goddamn effective. Like, if I have a fear takedown like ready, and there is a large group of militia soldiers just like there, like underneath me, like if I'm on a gargoyle, and I'm talking, when I say large, I'm talking about like above 10, maybe above 10, maybe like, yeah, 10 or above. And if I see that, I tend to throw a smoke pellet from the gargoyle down into the group, and then I just like, yeah, come, and I just glide down from the gargoyle, fear takedown. No one sees shit. Like, no one from the surrounding area tends to see shit, because like I said, I tend to do Endless Night quite a lot, and there's so many goddamn militia in the area. There's so many, when they see me and I escape from the area, there tends to be large groups of them there, and then not just a large group of them there, there's also like maybe like 3 or 4 watching the large group. So I found it very useful to just throw a smoke pellet in there, take out 5 of them. Maybe if I'm feeling dangerous, maybe if I'm feeling my gambling sensations, I might go for a little takedown from behind on one of the others in the smoke that I don't get with the fear takedown, and then I just grapple out of there. And I find that to be a really effective way of just getting rid of fucking all of them, because it's just a fear takedown, but no one sees you do it. And I mean, again, it feeds into that whole thing about Batman being a ghost, just smoke appearing, and then within seconds he's just 5-man them on the floor. Before I get onto my actual pick for what is the best gadget in the game, I would like to put up honorable mention the Batmobile. I know some people might not count this as a gadget because it doesn't fit in his goddamn belt, but I kind of do. I kind of do in a way, and I just want to give the Batmobile its flowers. I'm a very big supporter of the Batmobile ever since the Arkham Knight release. I was never really negative about it being in the game. Yeah, it was overused, but still, it was still a very fun thing to do, and it helped Arkham Knight stand out from the other Arkham games quite a lot, and I really appreciate that. But enough about the Batmobile. Now, this might not count as well for you, but like, this counts for very much for me as well. I very much describe detective mode as a gadget in itself, and how can you not say that it's the most useful thing Batman has in the entire Arkham series? When you look at it from a perspective that if Batman didn't have smoke pellets, if Batman didn't have Batarang, if Batman didn't have the Batmobile, when you think about if Batman, the entire Arkham series, if Batman didn't have detective mode, things could have got really fucking terrible. I mean, yeah, he still would have been quite effective, but everything would have been so much harder, to the point that Batman would just be a waste man. I don't know how else to put it. He just would have been a waste man. And it might just be a boring pick saying detective mode is the best gadget, but it is true. It is true. It's the thing that makes Batman just the way he is. It makes him as good as he is. And I think out of everything, it's like the Spider-Man homecoming suit of everything. I mean, you know, like the whole Tony Stark thing, oh, if you're nothing without it, you shouldn't have it. I mean, of course, Batman is stuff without it. I mean, the disruptors, I mean, the stuff they have on their back, like the militia, I mean, that's proved that he is something. He is very much something without detective mode. But I'm just saying, detective mode is so goddamn useful. You can't really deny it's just your usefulness. You can see man them through walls. You can see their heart goddamn rate. You can see if they have a weapon or not. I mean, surely this is every policeman's goddamn dream. I mean, goddamn, being able to just turn on a thing and being able to see who exactly is in the building whenever, you know what I mean? Like, imagine detective mode during like a bomb threat. Like, some guy is in a building, like he's holding that building hostage, maybe like a work building, like maybe he got fired or something like that, and he's just like, he's just unemployment's just getting into him, and then, you know, he's robbing that building, and Batman just, like, the police are just outside. They don't know what's going on. They don't know where the guy is. They don't know if he's just gonna come around a corner and just pop whoever they sent in, you know what I mean? They need to be wary of this. Batman just turns on his thing. He can immediately see how many hostages there are, the gunman, where he is, and what kind of weapon he had, along with his heart rate. Like, bro, does that not just seem like the biggest goddamn life hack? Like, bro, in any goddamn scenario, any main character ever, that would have been useful. Even goddamn man then with powers, that would have been useful. Fucking Kratos, detective mode would have been one of his most valuable fucking assets. Like, let's be honest here, bro. Like, bro, detective mode is overpowered. It is goddamn mad. And whoever plays Arkham games, you watching this right now, I know you've played an Arkham game, which is probably why you're watching this video. You use detective mode every single 5 seconds you get a chance to. So, like, if that's not addiction, I don't know what is. He can see where you are at all times and see how scared you are by your heart rate. If you're hiding in a closet underneath a bed, if you're not hiding at all, if you're holding a knife, if you have a gun, he can see that. He can see you. He can see you clear as day, as if he's in the same room as you. Every single Arkham game, you just have detective mode in your back pocket, and it's never really taken away from you for a significant amount of time that you're thinking, damn man, I really wish detective mode. Maybe like briefly when a Disruptor, but there's no like time where it's taken away from you for such a long period that it's like, damn man, detective mode, like not having detective mode makes things 90% harder. But if you did that, like an Arkham playthrough with that, then yeah, it does make things, like without detective mode, then it does make things significantly more difficult, especially if like it's not a game and you're Batman IRL, and then yeah, that suddenly becomes like a whole lot deeper. Anyway, that'll be the end of the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you agree with my suggestions. Of course, I didn't nearly mention all the gadgets in Arkham Knight, but the stuff like the freeze blast, what do you want me to say about that? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't do much. The most useful thing it does is just a little mine that you could have, and that's not the most effective thing. But still, anyway, I just talked about the ones I feel like I needed to praise the most, really. I'm your Uncle Kyle. There should be 2 videos around here that you can go ahead and watch. They're pretty good videos. You should go ahead and check them out. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.